I would now like to take the time and the opportunity to call up on stage Ashraf's brother, Arman, and he's going to share a couple of words.
First of all, I also want to thank my mom, my dad for making this wonderful event happen. I also want to thank every single person who took their time out of their busy days to make this happen. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Arman, and I am Ashraf's younger brother. We met on November 27th, 1991. My brother actually considers this the best day of his life. I have no evidence of this, but I have a strong hunch. As soon as I met my brother, which when I was a baby, I knew that we were going to have a very, very interesting story. And that we did. A few years goes by, and as these few years goes by, something really, really weird starts happening. My brother and I, we have been living under the same roof for our entire lives. However, both of us grew up to be two really, really different people. My brother, he was fat. Me, I was skinny. My brother, he was always talking. Me, I was the quiet one. My brother, he was an amazing test taker. And me, all right, today's a good moment, let's not ruin this. And the thing is, my brother and I, the fact that we would always have so many differences, we ended up getting into a lot of fights. I mean, my brother and I were always getting into fights. And it's always ending the same exact way. He would pick me up, and he would just sit on me. That was cheating, by the way, you know that. But even though I was typically the one starting the fights, my brother, he was always the first one extending his hand in peace. And every single time we went from enemies to friends, our bond, it grew closer and closer and closer. And you know what they say about two people that are very close, right? Two people that are very close, we tell each other the truth. And I still remember the first time I really went in detail and told my brother the truth. This is right before he was about to enter high school. And at this stage, he was like in a really weird period where he was wearing very tight clothes. Tight shirt, tight pants, tight shoes. I didn't even know tight shoes were possible, but he made it possible. And I remember I went up to him one day and I was like, listen, you can't be wearing this into high school. You're gonna get beat up. And he looks at me and he's like, well, what do you know about style? Get out of my face. All right, I guess some people need to learn the lesson the hard way. So he started wearing those clothes day in and day out of high school. Day in and day out. And guess what? Do you guys think my theory was true about him not making any friends? Who thinks it was true? My theory was 100% wrong. My brother started to make a lot of friends. His phone was always ringing. He had a new MySpace top 5 every day of the week. His AIM messengers were lighting up. This kid was popular. But why? Why? I knew for a fact it wasn't because of those Abercrombie and Fitch pants. So what was the reason? It took me years and years to finally figure out what the reason was. You see, my brother, as simple as it may sound, was always a very good guy. He was always the kind of guy that builds other people up, and I've not once ever seen him tear someone down. And you know how the law of the universe works? Round of applause. And you know how the law of the universe works? You put out good energy, you get good energy back. My brother put out good energy, and he got Dunzine back. Dunzine, I don't know if you know how much of a positive impact you've had on my brother's life, but I'm about to embarrass him. I don't know if you know, but he was 50 pounds heavier before he met you. 50, 50, not 15. But ever since he met you, you started to balance him out. He started to work out more. He started to get his sleep. He started to lose a lot of weight. And when I saw him lose those 50 pounds before my eyes, when I saw you have that positive impact on his life in front of my eyes, I knew that you were going to be here for a very, very long time. Now, you and I, we have gotten into our fair share of disagreements. We haven't always seen eye to eye, but at the end of the day, we've always been by each other's side. November 27th, 1991 was one of the best days of your life. And today is one of the best days of mine. I see my brother and my best friend get to marry the woman of his dreams. Now, no matter how good tonight will be, I want you to know it is simply chapter 1. All of us in this room, we are 100% excited to see how this fairy tale love story unfolds. Best wishes.